The mirror that remembers, the mirror of creation. The mirror of creation. Imagine standing before a mirror. Not one framed in wood, not one crafted from silvered glass, but a mirror woven from the fabric of time itself. A mirror where your reflection never comes back to you. Where instead, the trembling glow of creation's first heartbeat stares across billions of years to meet your gaze. This is not a window into your face. It is a window into the universe learning how to exist. A time before rules. A time before structure. A time before certainty. Matter drifted like a dream with no form. Energy flowed wild and unraveled, sweeping through the darkness like a storm with no memory. The cosmos was soft then, fragile, trembling, raw as a newborn breath gasping into being. The universe was a blank canvas of glowing dust and drifting fire. A restless ocean of potential waiting for ignition. Inside its swirling clouds, tiny sparks slept, seeds of the first stars, embryos of light preparing to burst awake. And into this ancient darkness, humanity sent its most daring creation, the James Webb Space Telescope. Not a mere device. Not an ordinary machine. But a golden time machine, a mechanical oracle forged from metal, precision, and humanity's hunger to know the beginning. Its mirrors polished to impossible smoothness. Its sensors sharpened to pierce the deepest wells of night. A vision built to reach across 13 billion years of silent cosmic memory. Scientists expected simplicity. They expected a universe in its cradle. Small galaxies barely gathering shape. Stars flickering like frightened candles in the winds of creation. They expected warm hydrogen, the raw, innocent ingredient, from which everything else would someday emerge. But when Webb opened its golden eyes, it did not see simplicity. It did not see infancy. It did not see a cosmic nursery. It saw impossible maturity. Where faint smudges should have been, there stood grand spirals, vast, elegant galaxies swirling like fingerprints pressed onto the fabric of eternity. These were not the children of creation. They were fully formed giants, organized, structured, complete. It was as though the universe had leapt from birth to adulthood in a single heartbeat. Theoretical frameworks crumbled. Simulations collapsed into meaninglessness. Textbooks grew pale and uncertain. Cosmology trembled at its foundation. And as Webb gazed deeper, the story only grew stranger. These galaxies were not just formed. They were thriving. Vibrant. Majestic. Their stars burned with fierce brilliance. Their spirals curled in perfect, deliberate geometry. And their ancient light carried heavy elements, oxygen, carbon, iron, the ashes of stars that had already lived and died. Yet the universe at that time should have been far too young for even the first stars to explode. The timeline didn't stretch. It shattered. Creation had moved faster than physics allowed, faster than logic, faster than time itself was supposed to flow. And Webb kept looking. Kept peeling back the layers. Kept walking deeper into the cosmic memory. Every image whispered a new contradiction. Every photon carried a new mystery. The universe was not a slow bloom. It was a sudden blaze, fast, structured, ambitious, awake. The mirror of creation had spoken. And the reflection it offered was not the universe that broke its rules. Then came the discovery that silenced every voice in the room. At the heart of one ancient galaxy, Webb uncovered a giant, a black hole of unimaginable mass. Not a star's corpse. Not a remnant of cosmic debris. But a billion solar mass black hole, existing at a time when such a monster should have been impossible. Even the boldest theories collapsed. Physics trembled beneath the weight of reality. Astrophysics cracked open at the seams. Scientists whispered new beginnings. Maybe black holes weren't born from dying stars. Maybe in the earliest universe, they formed from collapsing oceans of matter, primordial and unrestrained. Maybe dark matter, that silent, invisible scaffolding, was not calm and passive, but alive with violent influence, shaping galaxies at impossible speed. Some even dared to imagine that time itself flowed differently then, twisted, stretched, moving in strange rhythms we cannot yet describe. Because Webb was not revealing equations. It was revealing truth. And truth did not care about our rules. The universe Webb revealed was a rebel. A prodigy. A creation that refused to wait. Astronomers were no longer staring into history. They were staring into a mystery so immense it made the beginning itself uncertain. What do you do when the universe disobeys its own laws? When the foundations you trusted shake beneath the weight of deeper truth? The realization arrived in silence. Webb was never built to break physics. It was built to observe it. Instead, it rewrote everything, the opening chapters, the middle arc, and the closing pages of cosmic history. The early universe was not immature. It was ancient in spirit, complete, deliberate, crafted with impossible order. Galaxies fully formed. Stars born wealthy with heavy metals. A timeline that made no sense and yet insisted on being real. It was like discovering the final chapter of a book before finding the first page. Then the theories grew bolder. Some said dark matter might be active, guiding the universe like an invisible architect. Others suggested time once behaved like a river in flood, rushing forward, looping back, writing and rewriting itself. But then came the boldest idea of all. What if the universe was never chaotic? What if order was built into it from the very first moment? As Webb pushed deeper, patterns emerged, golden spirals, recurring ratios, geometry repeating across the cosmos as though choreographed. Not chaos. Design. A cosmic dance. Then Webb saw something truly impossible, organic molecules drifting between galaxies. Seeds of amino acids, the building blocks of life, wandering the void for billions of years. If that is true, life is not an accident. Life is not rare. Life is fundamental, written into the architecture of existence. And then came the image that broke the final boundary. 6 galaxies arranged like petals around a glowing core, a cosmic flower blooming in the dark. Perfect symmetry. Too perfect for chance. Too aligned for coincidence. Too precise for illusion. And as Webb observed, the universe began to behave strangely. Images fluctuated. Patterns shifted, as if awareness itself left fingerprints in the data. What if watching the universe changes the universe? What if observation creates participation? What if consciousness is not the result, but one of the ingredients of creation? Because Webb revealed more than ancient light. It revealed reflection, awareness meeting awareness. A cosmic mirror where something on the other side feels impossibly awake. We did not build a telescope to see the beginning. We built a mirror. And something in the mirror looked back. So now we stand before the ancient light and ask the question humanity was never ready for. Did we discover the universe, or did the universe finally decide to reveal itself? Maybe it has been waiting, quietly, patiently, for someone to look back and truly see it. Because in the end, we did not merely witness the cosmos. We changed it. And it changed us.